David?
So I thought that I would make my own tag, the Leroy Screwballs Challenge. The Leroy Screwballs tag.
I know why you've done that.
A bit of self-promotion.
Yeah, because everybody has got to then say the Leroy Screwballs
Are
Challenge.
you going to take the Leroy Screwballs tag?
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Funko Pop Tart Lee. This is a slightly different video. These are the videos I enjoy doing the most, to be fair. This is another YouTuber tag video, and it is, I've got everything written down because my memory's not good enough to remember all this. The Leroy Screwballs tag video. This is the Get to Know Me video. So I was tagged in this one by Rach Kappa. So cheers for that, Rach. This is a video that started doing the rounds a few days ago. I'll put a tag, I'm getting good at these now, Leroy's video up here as he started it, so he deserves the mention. Just 14 questions, similar to, in some respects, the small YouTuber tag, but more based around Funko, so it's more probably for the Funko community. And like I said, I've been tagged by Rach, so I'll give this a go and see what happens, and see if you, by the end of the video you get to know me a little bit more or not. I'm trying to get comfortable, I'm not very comfortable. Cushions come off the back of the chair, that's why, it's fine now. Okay. So I'll leave everything in today, so I'd normally edit that crap out, but we'll go for it. So, question 114 is, what is your most expensive Funko Pop? So I'm more of a budget Funko Pop buyer, to be honest with you. My most expensive is from a box, to be honest with you, and it was from the Hoff box, the Star Wars Hoff box, which is my Han Solo and Tauntaun. I would never have spent the money I spent. This cost me, for the whole box was £51. Which I'd never spend normally on Funko Pops. I'm tighter than a duck's bum when it comes to that kind of outlay. But I'd done a Twitter competition. I'd won some Blu-rays which I didn't really want. Sold them on, and then with the money bought that. So that's how I justified it to myself. That's how I justify a lot of my stuff. I said to the missus, "Oh, I've sold this, so I'm going to buy that," and so on and so forth. But I try and cap £20 plus post is really kind of where I'm at, unless it's like a really good mystery box or something I can buy in a bundle and sell part off and stuff like that. I'm more quantity over, I'm not going to say quality, because I think some of the budget ones are quite, God, this is going to be a long video if I ramble on. We'll just leave that one there, £51. Okay, what is the least amount you've spent on a Funko Pop? I won't get them off the shelf because I did a video a couple of days ago up there. I got Lando for £2 from Toys for £1. That video it's only a couple of days ago. I suppose you could technically say that isn't the cheapest because it was £2.99 postage for that and the trooper that I got with it, so that'd make it £4.99. But then again, that'd only be a couple of days earlier where I went Entertainer and bought Ender's Nest, Enfys Nest, sorry, for £3.33. So £2 if you're not including postage, £3.33 if you are, sorry. In 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for? So I've got a theory with this anyway. I know Leroy wanted 40 years, but my theory is that it'll be in 30 years, the things that the kids are into now, that's what they'll be nostalgic for. Because I think with adults, you get to a certain age, and the things you loved as a kid come back around again. And the reason I say 30 years rather than 40 years is kind of when you get to the age where you're probably my age, 40ish, you start looking back at the stuff and you've actually got maybe, hopefully, a little bit of income and you can actually pick up some of the little bits. So in the respect now, I'm trying to think what my kids are into. God, what are they into? Like squishy things and slime and stuff like that. So I can't imagine they'll be collecting that kind of stuff. But maybe like the films that are out now, that's what they'll be nostalgic for. So maybe they'll be into the MCU. Maybe the old horror films for them will be stuff like, obviously, the It's coming out. So I'm getting slightly distracted. Someone's decided to do some really loud gardening. I'll plug on. So yeah, that's my theory anyway, that it's what kids are into now, that's what they'll be nostalgic for when they're probably my age. And so what will I be nostalgic for? I don't know, working knees, something like that. I mean, they're already on the way out, but there we go. God, 4 minutes, I've done 3 questions. People will be skimming through this. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? So I mean, If this is to watch, then it could be something like cricket or Rach said snooker, because I find them incredibly boring to watch. I don't really drink either, so I used to go down to the cricket with my brother, and it used to just be a case of just getting really, really drunk. So that made that more interesting. If it's something from a watching point of view, the javelin, that might be a bit more fun, make it a bit more Game of Thrones-ish. I wonder, that's really loud. I don't know what he's doing. We'll continue, sorry. If you can hear like a really loud noise, someone's decided, it sounds like they're chopping trees down or something. How did you first, no, question 5 this is, how did you first discover, find out about Funko Pops? My first Funko Pop actually my wife bought it for me, was a Luke Skywalker, which is, I haven't got him out, but he's in the cupboard, it's the TIE Fighter Luke Skywalker. She just randomly bought that for me, and I didn't really think too much of it. And then I kind of stumbled back into them when, I think I've said in other videos, my missus, she loves Up, the Disney film Up. So I just eBayed Disney Up, and the Mr. Fredricksen one came up. And I thought, oh, that looks quite cool. Seen the brand name, Googled the brand name, and I've been addicted ever since, to be honest with you. What is my favourite Funko Pop in my collection? See, that's a tricky one, to be honest with you. That can change from time to time. I'm going to go with Cassilis from Doctor Strange, purely because this one, always whenever I do my rejigs, he always ends up on a front row somewhere, because the detail on the eyes is just amazing. And it's just, I don't know, it's just, I've not seen them do anything similar on another pop where they've put that amount of effort in. And this only cost me maybe, I think it was £6 or something like that. So I'm going to go with him because he always seems to come back to the forefront. But I would say that pops in general lately, they're just getting better and better and better. I mean, just from what I've picked up in the last month or so, the Spider-Man that's like hanging off the wall, he's amazing. The Ghostbusters Banquet Room, excellent. Shape of Water Chase I got. So I'm going to go with that one because it always seems to be there or thereabouts. I mean, the Tauntaun as well, love that a bit. So that's that. 7 is, which is your least favourite Funko in your collection? I haven't really got any that I'd say are my least favourites. I mean, I wouldn't buy them if they did, but there's one that annoys me, which is this one. It's the Quantum Realm Suit 4, and it annoys me because it's not accurate to the movie. Obviously, 4 doesn't go into the Quantum Realm looking anything like that whatsoever. He's obviously got his quite heavy set hair, his larger beard, he's obviously larger. So, in the same respect that there's the Hulk jumping out, I'm doing it as if I'm showing off a pop, you've seen these pops before no doubt. The Hulk jumping out the Hulkbuster pop, if you've seen that one. Again, not movie accurate, so I've never bought that, and I just think, well, I don't know, it just seems lazy, it shouldn't exist. So I've got all the Quantum Realm ones apart from one, and that one just flags up as, it just irritates me a little bit, but it's, yeah, least favourite, but it's still alright, it's a nice enough pop. Okay, number 8, what Funko do you think should be made in the future? I mean, I've harped on about this quite a lot, to be honest with you, with different people on Twitter. I'd love to see some more 80s movies done, in particular The Running Man. I think it'd be amazing to see Schwarzenegger pop, some of the Stalkers, Killian. I just think they'd make really cool pops. You'd even have a movie ride in the kind of like the cage contraption that they go down in. And by the same vein, you could be looking at like Terminator films, Rambo films. I don't know if there's some sort of license thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger, because I mean, again, the Predator films, they've done Predator pops, but they've not done like the team, and I think that there's some good variation in the characters there. So yeah, 80s film pops, but if you want a set thing, I'd say The Running Man. There's now a plane as well. It's like this is the noisiest Sunday afternoon I've ever come across in my house, but there you go. And the kids ain't here as well, so there you go, waffling on again. How many Funkos do you own? I counted this up before I did the thing, 244. So I'll just leave that there. What is your favourite Funko Pop? This is number 10. What is your favourite Funko Pop series or line? I have to say the MCU, just because not just with the Funkos, but just in general, it's my favourite go-to thing at the moment. I absolutely adore the MCU. Big fan of Star Wars. Since childhood, I've loved the Star Wars. films, and obviously I've got quite a few of the pops, but the MCU are just killing it for me at the moment. As much as it'll be interesting to see if in 40 years time if people are watching them as much as what kind of our generation are watching the Star Wars films now. Obviously not Jason Payton, and I know Jimmy Barnes is against anything now, but see if they if they last the test of time. That'd be interesting to see. But at the moment, the majority of my collection is MCU, so I'm going to go with MCU. Number 11, I had to be a Grail pop question in there because Leroy. So what is your ultimate Grail pop? So there's a couple of pops that I know I'll never get, and there's one that I'm still hanging on to a little chance, and that is the Captain America holding his shield and Mjolnir. I still would like that pop a lot from the Collector's box. It's looking less and less likely now because whenever they do appear on Amazon again, it just seems these companies that do actually distribute over here are picking it up. But the one pop that I regret not getting when I had the opportunity to get it is the Indiana Jones Disneyland exclusive. I was actually at Disneyland and I seen them, and it was before I was proper into pops, and I thought, oh yeah, that's alright, and then I looked at the price and I think it was $25 or something, which is just ridiculous. I could have bought it and I didn't, so regrets I have a few, and that is one, especially because it's another film series that I really, really loved, apart from the fourth one, which is just bloody crap. So yeah, that's that one. Daubs, yay or nay? I don't like Daubs. I have one Daubs in my collection, which is this one, and that's because I do try and collect all things Chewbacca if I see them. So like I've got a Black Series, I've got the Force Link one, I've got like a Noise one, I've got a Cuddly one, which is down. So I've got, just purely because I collect the Chewbaccas, and this was only like £4 or something in the Disney store exclusive. So they just look like fat Playmobil toys or something like along those lines. So yeah, I've got no gripes against anyone who does collect them, but they're not really for me, to be honest with you. But because it's Chewbacca, I've gone with that one. Number 13, name an interesting fact about yourself viewers may not know. Should have thought about this one actually beforehand, but then you wouldn't have got the natural thing. What might you know? Well, I'm quite private, to be honest with you. I don't. If you follow me on Facebook or with Facebook friends, you'll know I don't really post anything, and all my other social medias are pretty much based around Funko, so I don't really do too much of that. Let's have a look. Oh, I'll tell you what. I was Young Artist of the Year for Britain in 1989 over schools. I had to draw like I think it was My Dream Flight, and I won that, and the prize was to go to Swindon and to go on a helicopter ride. So we went to Swindon to this army barracks. It was about 3.5 hours in the car, and my dad was not happy about it at all. And when we got there, the helicopter had broken down, so we couldn't actually go on it. So there you go, there's a little nugget for you. I was going to, as I was saying it, I was thinking I could do another one, which is part of my nose is not connected right here, and I can actually show you my nose bone, but I don't know whether I should do that or not, because it's quite disgusting. No, I'll leave that. No, I'll do it. Okay. You can shoot. No, it's my actual bone. It's my nose, so there you go. So that's better than what Leroy did. He again went down the old going down routes again. And is this the last one? Yeah. So number 14, from your collection, who would be the last Funko standing and why? So obviously it would have been easy to go down the old MCU route and go, oh, Captain Marvel or Thanos, but I've actually thought about it. I've gone for Wally, one of my only inbox pops, but in the film he's outlasted everything on Earth, so why would he not do it again? So yeah, I've gone for Wally on that one. So there you go, the getting to know me tag. Hopefully that weren't too bad. Sorry about the nose, I'm regretting that already, but it's in the video, it's staying in. So rule of thumb with these videos is to, excuse me, okay, you're getting to know far too much about me now. That's why I edit quite a lot of my videos. So rule of thumb, tag 3 people. So I'm going to tag Torisaurus, because she's the one who tagged me in the small YouTuber tag that started getting it over the group of people who I chat to quite regularly in the Patreon group. I'm going to tag Jess and Peyton. I love their channel so much, I really, really do. It's just so natural. I try to get Mara more and more involved in mine, because I do think when you've got the kids involved it's good, because the reactions are proper reactions. But now she's at secondary school, she's less and less interested. And the third one, I'm going to go for Dale over at Bearded Geek Reviews. I think he'd do really well on this. Quite a new channel, but a channel I'm really, really enjoying. So yeah, if Dale wants to get involved, we'll do the Bearded Geek Reviews. I think it used to be called Bearded Geek 667, but it's Bearded Geek Reviews now. So yeah, that's me done. Sorry for waffling on too much. Hopefully it's not gone too long. And yeah, I shall see you in the next one, as I say. And I'll do some little video things here and there. Getting much better at the editing now. I actually know how to do it. I've gone back to YouTube Classic and I find that so much easier. But there you go, I've wasted enough of your time. Cheers for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel and you like the sound of some of the stuff I'm waffling on about, then please hit subscribe. Like, comment, share, all the usual gubbins. Have a good week, guys. See you all soon. Bye now. Bye.